Hello everyone! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I wanted to do something special. I wanted to talk about my year 2020 and what I experienced this year and in general what I learned about photography and what struggles I had, what mistakes I made and also what achievements I made, and I want to share this in this video. And I want to do this video structured, so we begin with spring and then we go to summer and then to autumn and then to winter. So let's begin. So you can probably relate to me. This year has been crazy. There's been so much going on in the world. When I started photography 1.5 years ago and when I had my first photo shoots, there were already like rules in the city center. Yeah, it has been tough, but I think this has also made us strong in a way that we adapted. We made YouTube videos in front of the camera. So in the beginning of 2020, when I started out, I still had my A6000 with the kit lens. And I can remember January and February were really cold. And when you start out with photography in the middle of winter and you want to meet up with models, it's hard because it's very cold. People want to stay indoors. It gets very dark outside early. So I really had a tough start, and I can remember it took like 2.5 weeks to get the first model who says yes, and it was really nice because it felt really good because before 2020 and 2019 in autumn, when I started out with my phone. And I had no shutter depth of field. It was really difficult to make photos and to reach out to models because I hadn't had any camera equipment, and saving up for the A6000. It took a while, and it was also crazy because I had to save up so much money, and I was just moving back from England to Germany and I had to like pay my bills, so I couldn't afford a camera. So the A6000 with the Sigma 30mm 1.4 was a huge investment for me. And my goal was at the beginning of the year to really, bring content out there, to start out with YouTube. And I remember my first YouTube video, I was so shy. And my goal was to like give you tips and tricks how to make better photos. So I kept going, and in March, spring was coming soon. And there wasn't the lockdown yet, which we have now again. I had like 3 photo shoots a day and I had so much fun shooting because I got better and better. And I also was uploading a lot of content onto YouTube, and I got comments, I got tips and advices. And starting YouTube again was so much fun. I actually did YouTube when I was 14 years old, and I did like gameplay videos and let's plays. Starting off in front of the camera was such a big boost for me because I got so confident, and in May, June it got also warmer, and I also got a lot of models who texted me. I was building up my portfolio on Instagram, and I had a goal which was like to have like 100 posts on my Instagram, and I managed it in like 1 or 2 months. I had like 5 photo shoots in the week, and I got so much better. And my advice is also to you guys, it's really the quantity that you put yourself out there, and that you always shoot and work with models you have never worked before. Gain as much experiences that you can and fail. That's so important. And after a while, the better you get, the more quality you also give and the more quality content you also create. So I was doing a lot of mistakes, and I always wrote down what I did good on a photo shoot and bad. And each photo shoot, I always look back and see what did I did good and what did I do bad. And I always try to improve each photo shoot. And I was still doing no modeling at all on photo shoots until like April. And then I had like my first clients who were like working in an office, and they texted me, hey, can you do some pictures for me, for my office? And I made my first 20 euros, and that was so crazy. It was such an accomplishment for me because I've never made money, really, instead of like working somewhere in a restaurant or traveling and, having some jobs there in a garden or in a hostel. I never really worked and got paid for something I've loved. You know what I mean? I was also doing a lot of short films with some friends. I was working with a fitness model, and we created a short film which we did like 10 miles from our hometown in like an area where it was very urban, and it was just so much fun, and I got better and better. And so in June and July I had a TFP shooting with a model. She came from a city which were like 10-15 miles from my hometown away, and she came over, and her best friend, in the summer there was still no lockdown, so we made a photo shoot in the city, and both of them were so cool and so kind, and we had such a great photo shoot. And I posted that photo shoot, the behind the scenes, online onto my YouTube channel, and it got viral. It got like 1,500 views in 2.5 months, and for me personally, this was such a huge achievement. Each day I was going outside. In the summer I did so many photo shoots, and after a while I also realized my body also got very exhausted. So after my birthday I got into a phase where I was playing video games again, and I was really relaxing. And honestly, that time, I had to change things up. And my biggest fear, and I'm going to tell you right now, my biggest fear is actually to talk in front of the camera. But I felt like this is necessary on YouTube for me because I wasn't getting out of my comfort zone. So it was this really rainy day and I was like, what should I do? And I built up my own YouTube studio, and I don't know how it went that way, but it just felt like right to build up my own YouTube studio. So that's what I did. And I was talking about the A6000 and what I love about the camera. And in some way, it also felt like, it was like if you go onto a roller coaster, you get that kick and you want to do it again. And that's how it felt like. And I was actually doing another video straight afterwards. And the videos were also longer because my biggest problem on this channel is that I don't get the watch time for YouTube partnership. And I do a lot of short videos like my behind the scenes, which are especially very popular for a lot of you guys. But I also think on this channel should be more real talk, if you know what I mean. So I was also doing a lot of content in front of the camera because I also had that urgency that a lot of people see my videos, but they don't really know me. And I think speaking in front of the camera also helps to build up new clients. And especially when models see my videos or other photographers, it builds also more trust because you know me, and if you're like in the comments and we have like a conversation, we also can interact. And at the end of autumn I also had a huge dream, and it was to get another lens because I was saving up for the 85mm. This is this lens. I really wanted to get this lens because it's crazy. It's a full frame lens, and on the Sony A6000 it's a huge beast. And I wanted to mix up my content because I was doing a lot of videos and photography with my Sigma 30mm 1.4. But after a while you just need that next step. So I got that lens on my A6000 and I use it a lot for photography, and I'm really happy with it. And I also had a lot of goals for Christmas and for winter. And my first goal was to collaborate with other photographers, to meet up with other local photographers and do YouTube videos together. And also do more crazy ideas. For example, that I stand in front of the camera and that I'm the model. And that's why I also encourage you to do YouTube and to try it out. And to post your pictures not only on Instagram, but also do like collages for YouTube, because video is also more popular and it generates more audience. And I feel like we all had struggles this year, and I feel like being a photographer in 2020 has been a big challenge because there were so many restrictions. There's been so much going on in the world with COVID, and I know it has been very hard. But I think this year also taught us that it's not over and that we have to adapt as photographers. And I feel like 2021 will be a great year for all of us if we still continue working hard, creating content. And if you're a photographer watching this and you're camera shy, or If you have never stand in front of a camera before, I encourage you to try it out and to just do it. It's the best feeling you can do. And I will also tell you about my goals in the next video for 2020, what I want to accomplish, and standing in front of the camera is definitely one of my most important things I want to accomplish and get better at. And guys, if you're watching this, I wish you all the best and keep going with your photography. Never give up. That's so important. And guys, if you want to see more content like this, you can of course subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more content, more photo shoots. And of course, you can also follow me on Instagram. You can check out my Instagram work, my portraits, all my other work there. And guys, take care of yourself and see you next time. Bye.